I think that the tour is set up really perfectly for marriage. So if you go with the right intentions, I think you'll find exactly what you're looking for. Hello everyone, my name is Samuel, this is Carolina. It was in 2019, I went on a tour. Pretty much that's how I met her. Our testimony mainly is we're married, still married. We've been married about 2.5 years now. We knew each other for about almost a year before actually getting married, but the whole process was really quick and really fast. So let's just go over the gist of how we met and things that took place. I went on a tour. Me personally, before I went on the tour, I had to make a decision as to whether or not I wanted to go based on, I guess the question is, why did I choose to go to Colombia? This is a question I get all the time. Why did I go to Colombia to meet someone? Why didn't you just meet someone in the United States? Me personally, I went to Colombia because I like difference. I love Latin women, so I was really determined to go on a tour to meet a Latin person. But mainly, I just didn't have any luck with girls that I really wanted here in the U.S. that met the qualification of being Latin. So most of the Latin women that I would meet here in the United States, and not just in my state, which is Indiana, but also Texas, Chicago, Ohio, just some of the surrounding Michigan. It was 3 things that I personally wanted in a spouse. And number 1 was a relationship with God. Number 2, Latin. And then number 3, some form of business savvy. Me personally, I do real estate and I also do teaching. I needed someone and wanted someone that had a business mindset so they could pretty much learn my business, take over the business if something were to happen to me. Because I'm also, I was in the military, so if something happened to me, they would be able to take over the business and it wouldn't be something that would be stressful. It would just be a everyday normal, okay, I have to take over everything in regards to collecting rents, making payments, water, electric, gas, utilities, and perhaps even acquiring more properties. But either way, that's pretty much what I wanted. I went on the tour with the purpose of finding a wife, not a girlfriend, not a play friend or anything like that. I actually wanted a wife. I was ready to settle down. Financially, I was good to go. So I felt that I was ready for marriage. So from there, the tour was set up really nice. Maria did a very great job in regards to the tour because it was set up just like speed dating. I think there were 15 to 17 guys on my tour. So all the women, they sat at the tables, and the guys were the ones that after the time was up, 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes at each table, the guy would get up and go to the next table, ask the exact same questions. I think at that point, it's really important for any guy that's truly looking for a spouse and not just a girlfriend. I mean, you can go to the strip club if you want to get a girlfriend. You can go to, you could go to the normal dance club. You can go different assortment of places if you want to get a female companion just for having fun. But I think that the tour is set up really perfectly for marriage. So if you go with the right intentions, I think you'll find exactly what you're looking for. But you have to go with the right questions also. I've seen a lot of guys go down there and they go down and they ask these basic questions that really don't get into the meat and bones of an actual relationship. They'll go down and say, what's your favorite color? That's cool to ask your favorite color, your favorite number, but you really have to get down to some really intense questions just to see the motive and the reaction of that female, how she will react. For instance, I'll give you 2 examples. For instance, one of the questions that I asked, I know as crazy as it might sound, but when you hear my meaning behind it, you'll say, oh, okay. But one of the questions I asked literally every woman at each table, I said, hey, what would you prefer to be if you had to choose between the 2, a vampire or a werewolf? Some women would say vampire, some women would say werewolf. What they choose is really not what you're looking for. You want to see the detail that they actually put into the answer, because I'm going to ask, which one would you prefer? Now, me personally, I like werewolf only because werewolf are family oriented. They're about the pack, they're about the family, watching out for each other. You see how I'm putting a little bit more detail in answering that question? So that's what I was looking for. Carolina actually, answered that question pretty good. I'm not gonna go into detail how she answered, but either way, she answered the question, and I like the detail orientedness of that. Another question you definitely need to ask, do you plan on having children? Do you want children? I know one friend, he dated a girl for almost a year, and then just to find out she didn't want any children, and he did. It's like, man, you didn't find this out when you were dating or before you even took that path to actually get to dating? So that's another important question.
Join men from all over the world as they take a trip and find their future brides. Interested? Check out our website at
firstlatinwomen.com.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Then click on the notice bell to get notified every time we add something new.